Hello, this is Chuck at Happy Lee, and it's May 1st. And this was a day that I thought that I could really be excited about because I really thought in the month of May that there was hope that we would be open. I don't see that right now, and I'm trying to be transparent with everyone. You're reading information, you're seeing the news like I am, you're listening to Governor Hogan's reports, and Maryland will probably be one of the slowest states to open up in the country. I believe that. There are over 22 states right now that are in the process of opening up. We are not one of them. And I'm not going to take you down the road of trying to convince you we should open or we shouldn't, because that's a dangerous road and it just divides people. But on the other hand, if you're one of the people that say, listen, we have no business opening this state, got it. But do you ever take a second to think of the ramifications of that business-wise? I know I'm not going down the road of the healthcare. I'm not going down the road of all the sick people. I'm not going there right now. I'm just saying the reality is all these businesses in the area, business people, real people who made real investments, they could lose their business. And some already have. And the reality is that this is going to happen for everyone. You know, at Happy Lee, they closed us down. We're not a restaurant. We can't have carry out. So how can people support us is that we have all of our members got a letter where they could make a donation or they could purchase a service for future delivery. That helps us in a big way. We're doing personal training out there. That helps us in a big way. Although we're providing a service for it right now, you know, we do it anywhere that we possibly can. Safely, following CDC regulations, staying 6 feet away, making sure everything's wiped down. And it's been enjoyable to see our members and to spend time with them and to see them laugh and smile and tell me their stories. That keeps me going. I love what we're doing, but I want the reality when I said transparency is that right now, what's coming in is not paying the bills. So where does the money come from? You know, how do I take care of my own household outside of my business expenses? Well, it comes out from some savings, and that won't last forever. And that will be the decisions we'll have to make down the road, but it's a scary time. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about all the businesses or people that you know own business and think about them. You know, I could spend a lot of time thinking about all the people who are sick. That's not my message. Please don't think I'm disregarding that. I am not. I just want you to think the other side. When you keep saying that there's no way that we can open this state, but I believe there are ways that we can open safely and follow rules and protocols. And not every population is in danger of getting sick. Although there are statistics that will show one person could get sick. I go down a road. It's just terrible. The fact is that we need to open. If not, we may not be there. That's reality. So, you know, I'm an optimist, and I will express that all day to day when I see people later and train them and laugh and smile and hear those stories. But the fact is that you need to know, if you're not putting that in your head, is that this could all go away. Lee and I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars to open our business. And it's been a great 6 years. But the fact is, in the next 60 or 90 days, it could be gone. That's reality. So that's what I'm thinking about all day as I'm worrying about taking care of my household and when I'm out there. And be strong for all the business owners. And understand that everybody's going through a tough time, just in a different way. So I have empathy and everywhere, in every direction. But it's tough. And the reality is that I don't want to lose what I built. And not only want I lose my business, my income, but all the money that we've put into it, all the previous money, that has to count, right? That can happen. And I just want to give you some perspective for the business owner. And I hope you do watch this, and I hope you share it, because we're all here thinking the same exact thing. I talked to 2 business owners yesterday, small businesses, who said they are ready to shut the doors. That makes me sad. It's crazy. And I just want you to think about this in a way when you're out there beating it. I do know a lot of people who are working love telling people who aren't working how they should think. That's a tough situation, guys. And you got to be empathy. In our community in Severna Park, a lot of people are working. I would say most people are working. And the fact is that we live in a very stable income with people with higher education, and there's a lot of stability. Thank God for that, and that's great. And many people are contributing to our local businesses and supporting, you know, the restaurants and businesses that are open. And for some people, life is just as usual. If you have your job and you're going to work every day, your life really hasn't changed. You put in your 8-10 hours a day, you come home, you have your dinner, you sit down and crack open a bottle of wine or a beer, and you talk about how terrible the world is. But there's people out there who don't have any income coming in. And the government's not providing it. And the idea is that nor should they. I'm not a big believer of that. But this help they said would be coming, it hasn't arrived. Not $1 has arrived when every application was filled out. So I want to give you a little reality check, going through maybe the visual, an eyeball through me, and that might represent all these small business owners, what's really going on for them. Because I'm usually cheery and I have a statement or a message for everybody, and I try to pick people's days up. Sometimes it's hard. That is very hard. So keep in mind, we're real. So when you're arguing against opening this state, just keep this in mind. That's all I'm saying. Just have a little perspective of what's going on. Because I know I can open my business tomorrow and keep people 6 feet apart and keep less than 10 people in the door at one time. I know I can follow guidelines that will allow me to operate. But if this keeps going, it's going to be taken away. That's reality. Keep that in mind of your fight and your plight and where you are. This is for everybody, not just Happy Lee members, for everybody to hear. Bye-bye. Thank you.